everybody, so today I thought I'd do a quick video on an update of my bead embroidery project. I think I bought this about a year ago and I had kind of done a review on it, and then I did a little bit of it and I kind of put it away. And just recently with the stay at home, I was laid off, I had some extra time, I wanted to kind of revisit and do some more. It's relaxing, but you have to have like good lighting. My eyes aren't the greatest, so the lighting has to be pretty good, and your eyes have to be pretty good. It's kind of hard on me with needing like reading glasses and stuff. I struggle a little bit on it, but it is pretty, and if you can see, I don't think I can zoom in anymore, but it is pretty, and if you have like patience and the time to do it, it's definitely a fun project to do. It's pretty easy. This is colored in, so you can just use the squares here, and there's like a key, and so I kind of do both. I kind of I'll set this up and go through, like I have like a magnet board, and I'll kind of go through line by line of where I'm working, and as you can see, like there's a key here, and also I have these, so I have the keys on here so I can just quickly look and see like the symbol here. I can quickly look in here and find it inside here. Now I know people who are really into doing these have like the table looms and stuff like that, because when I first started working with it, I tried to use, let me zoom out for this, I have kind of this to use, but it kind of goes in, and I showed this on my other video, but because this is a silky fabric, it really kind of falls out, and I would put it in, and I had kind of like washi tape on it, and I was trying to keep it in, but it does get loose and it comes out. So the other thing I've been doing is so I worked on it like kind of just plain like this, and that's hard. This is what I've kind of decided to use. However, you have to go over the beads. Like there's not a place once you start working on it that you can get away from being on the beaded part. You gotta be careful of the beads, so I really have to like really pull it out a lot and then stretch it over the beads. Then I tighten it. So now you're kind of stretched over the beaded part, but there's kind of no way around it. So unless you have one of those really fancy ones, the only one I've used so far is this one with the silky cloth. I don't know so far if it's better to have the silky cloth or having maybe like the regular cross stitch cloth, like the Ada cloth. Probably because this is a partial, so it is nice to have that silkiness on here. It'll probably look better than if it was like a full. I would probably prefer to be doing the regular cross stitch, because here you really have to kind of, like I said, you're lining it up and you don't have that much space, especially once you started. You can't see so much where, for me when I'm doing it, I'm just kind of like putting it, the bottom stitch I'm getting on the dots, but as far as the top stitch, I'm kind of almost like winging it where I put it, which, it seems to work out fine. And you kind of get in a little bit of a groove. Yeah, I check the patterns, but sometimes I'll just be going, but you get used to it row by row, because it's going to be similar row by row. So you can kind of just go by here. Generally what I'll do too is like I'll pop down like what row I'm on, and then like I'll take out some of the beads I need. So if anybody's wondering where I put the beads in, you could buy these cases by themselves, or you can buy like this. Just came with a whole bunch of them. And I got this at like Michael's. There's a double sides in here, just because I used to do a lot of jewelry making, and it's a little better at daytime. I tend to do it at night, and you get used to like kind of the sequence. It kind of goes in a pattern, and you can use the colors on here, and you do it a diagonal stitch. It's definitely better to do in the daytime when I'm doing it at night, but unfortunately for me, most of the time I have free to do this would be during the nighttime. I don't know if you can see. You could use a nylon thread, but the one that it comes with is decent. And you just kind of go in on the bottom. You have to go in the same direction though, like it tells you kind of to do it in the same diagonal direction. And I'm sorry if there's kind of shadows in here. So, I mean, you can just kind of go, you get used to the colors on here. I haven't done it for a little while, so I'm going to look it up, but the check mark is number 7. And then, like I said, I have my beads here, so I can look and see that number 7. But I just put some, what I usually do is I'll put some on here, like on the mat. I'll throw some of the colors that I'm using on here on a bead mat. And I'm just kind of showing you, to show you kind of like how kind of slow going it can be. So sometimes the strings get a little caught and you have to like pull it out. I do listen to audiobooks while I'm doing this, and that's a good way to, you know, kind of pass the time, and it's kind of relaxing. It's definitely a very pretty project, and if you have the patience and the eyesight and the time to do it, I'm finding it easier to see it during the day. I usually do it late at night, so it's harder to see late at night. You need to have really good lighting. Definitely better if you have time to do it in the daytime, or if you have really good eyesight. I have to wear like reading glasses, so seeing close up is a little harder for me. But this is the kit. I can put a link below. I got this on Amazon. I think it was $30-something. There was actually another one. There was an elephant one that I liked a little better. I almost wish I had gotten that one. I will put a link down to where I got this one. And, you know, if you're stuck at home and you're doing social distancing and, you know, with summer coming up, if you're looking for a project, kind of like, you know, a relaxing project to do, this is definitely a good project to do if you have the time to put into it. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.